Hey, Smashers. Welcome to the Daily Smash for Wednesday morning, December 7th, 2022. I'm Rick.
I'm Kelly.
How's this sound? Does it sound clean?
Does it sound good?
Does it sound okay? I want to apologize to all of you. I think you know how seriously I take this whole situation. And it means a lot to me that our show is of high quality and that you guys watch and enjoy it and don't have to worry about things like the audio sounding like crap. And it's happened enough times, a handful of times over the last 3 months that obviously we have to upgrade our equipment. I did that. I bought a bunch of new stuff. It's arriving today. So this should be the last day we record on the current mixer, which is mounted on the camera.
And no matter how tired I was yesterday, I will redo it again. We should not put out a product like that. But I had my MRI, I had a Xanax, 2 Valiums, and a glass of wine. I was like this.
Yeah. It was nearly impossible. It would have been nearly impossible to redo it. I also want to say I worked in the news business for 35 years. I know how important good audio and good video is, and I know most of the time how to get it. But I also had guys working with me, fortunately, over the years who handled that stuff, who took care of the audio and the video so I could focus on reporting. And I'm doing it all myself now, technically wise. You know, I'm doing it all. And sometimes something falls through the cracks or there's an issue and I don't find out till later, and then sometimes it's too late. Anyway.
I have an update on my MRI.
Oh.
Can I read it to everybody?
Yes, please.
So my doctor sends this to me and he says, MRI looks pretty normal, but not sure why you're having so much pain. Time to see a specialist called Dr. Stein Kramer, a non-surgical orthopedist, a physical medicine and rehab doctor. They found some fullness on your thyroid. I will order a ultrasound. I found some fullness on your thyroid. I will order a... I was taking all my stuff, all my greens and everything, and I told you 2 months ago?
Yeah.
My blood work came back perfectly fine. Like, I used to have all kinds of issues.
Yeah.
I had low iron. I was a little anemic. My thyroid was in the tanker. Like, I had all kinds of issues. And now it's kind of freaking me out because I am getting cold again.
You showed me the symptoms.
And I'm like, I
thyroid
can't think. As you guys see, I have ADHD, but now like I can't remember people's names.
Memory is one of the things that could be affected by a faulty thyroid.
I'm kind of freaked out now, but I'm like, my 2 months ago, I need to get my blood work done again. Not going to lie, I haven't really, my diet hasn't, I've been eating more sugar than normal. I think that's really affects me because at night I eat, he eats all kinds of goodies and then I'm like, oh, let me have one. And then another one, and I'm like, let me have another
Honey,
one.
I don't want to be the reason why you get sick, so fine, I won't eat any more sugar.
No, I'm just saying we've had a lot of ice cream,
yeah.
a lot of cookies.
It's not always my idea,
cookies.
by the way. She blames it on me. It's not always my idea to go downstairs and get some ice cream. This one, not like you don't have a sweet tooth.
I have a major sweet tooth. Ugh.
Speaking of sweet teeth, El Cristiano Tequila is not sweet. No sugar added, no additives, period. It is purity, passion, and promise in every bottle. And you should get some of this good stuff, this Clase Extra Añejo for Christmas. You can find it at el-cristiano.com or kegnbottle.com for the best price on the best tequila on the market, el-cristiano.com.
I have another update. My friend Karen, she became my friend. She was my Patreon first.
Yeah.
She's one of the CFOs for one of the big, huge entertainment companies here. I'm pretty proud of her. She writes me because everybody on the Jeff Lewis show, they're all on this called, remember I was asking what peptides are? Because every one of my friends are so skinny and they're on these peptides.
Right.
Right? And Ozempic and Mounjaro and all these things.
Yeah.
So she sends me this thing today, and she's so uber smart, and she does all her research. She said, so my doctor wrote me the weight loss peptides, which is a generic Mounjaro and Ozempic. The side effects is not only pancreatitis, but thyroid tumors.
Oh, my God.
Are these people crazy? Being fat is better than dying of cancer. I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way and cutting carbs.
Good for you. You should.
Good for you, Karen.
Wow. Good job.
That's the only way it makes me lose weight.
This is your last chance to see us live in Garden Grove tomorrow. I say last chance because you got to make reservations, and there are only a few tables left. This is 5 p.m. Thursday, 12/8, at BLAZIN SHABU in Garden Grove, California. In case you didn't know, in case you needed more reason to come to BLAZIN SHABU Thursday at 5 p.m., they have all the seafood you can eat and all the ice cream you can eat. And it's the only SHABU restaurant in California with its own conveyor belt.
That's pretty cool.
You know how they put the food on the thing and it goes around? You can just grab whatever you want.
But they have that sushi place. They used to have that sushi conveyor belt place up in off of Barranca.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
They said the only SHABU restaurant in California. I mean, that's what they said.
Sushi maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, SHABU.
Go to blazinshabushabu.com. Blazinshabushabu.com.
I'm excited to go to this place. I've
It's
never
gonna be
been
fun.
to a SHABU conveyor belt place. I've been to sushi conveyor belt places,
Yeah.
but I've never been to a SHABU one. So
I haven't been to a conveyor belt restaurant in probably 30, 40 years. I remember when I was a kid in New York City, they would have those. Like
Yeah.
a little kid, and you sit in a diner. And R.I.P. Kirstie Alley,
oh, that's so sad.
former Cheers actress, died after a short battle with colon cancer. It was only recently discovered.
Wow. That's why you got to get those colonoscopies. I got to get one. You got to get one.
I do. And I had a scare.
Yeah.
When I came back from the Iraq War in 2003, I was embedded and I saw blood in my stools when I was in the desert. And when I got home, I got checked out after a few months because I was scared. I didn't want to go to the doctor. And he said if I'd waited 6 more months, I'd be dead. But they got it way in enough time and no issues. But we got to go, and you got to go. Like, if you haven't had a colonoscopy, you got to get one. I had a buddy who died.
I did too. My boyfriend
Like this.
died.
Yeah.
My
'cause-
boyfriend, Tony Brown. He played for the NFL, for
Yep.
the Buffalo Bills for a hot minute.
Heard about him quite a lot.
Yeah, he was like my first love of my life.
Uh-huh.
He died of colon cancer at 42 years old.
I had a buddy who I think was in his early mid-50s, but he obviously had an issue, but he didn't check it out. A lot of people don't want to know, but it can kill you, and it will kill you.
Got to get those up. It killed him. Now they have it easier. Before they used to do now they just do the Miralax. Like it's like an easy.
It was the first 3 times I did it was the worst. It's bad.
And if you have
The
polyps,
prep,
will
the
it come
prep.
back again?
They can come back. I had polyps. They scooped them out. They go in there and they scoop them out.
And that where the cancer comes from?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know if there's other forms of it, but it can come from the polyps. Yeah.
I love Kirstie Alley. She was funny.
I used to watch Cheers every week.
I
liked
love her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She became a Scientologist, I believe.
Okay.
We're going to go back to the vault, which we don't do a whole lot here on the Daily Smash. But we were talking about White Lotus and the actor, Theo James, who in one of the first scenes, one of the first episode, I believe, of this second season, you see him changing, and you see this very large member hanging down from a distance.
A member?
That's what some people call the penis,
Oh.
a member.
Okay.
So when we saw it,
I've never heard that before.
I mean, listen, not for nothing.
Called it a Johnson.
Kelly's pretty excited. This hot guy with a huge, and
It looked pretty sexy. He had a nice butt.
the next morning after we watched the episode on the Smash, this was our conversation.
White Lotus, you see that
Yeah.
hot guy changing in front of that girl, and you see his ding-a-ling, and I see, I go, ooh, wow. And Rick goes, those are fake on there.
I didn't
those
say
are
it like that.
doubles.
What I said was that could have been a fake penis because it was like hanging down like this long, and I'm like,
looked pretty hot to me.
okay, he either was like fluffed.
Yeah.
Or they just gave him a fake penis to make the scene more dramatic.
Yeah.
But you obviously
And then,
were excited by
that. It's kind of like a soft porn thing.
I couldn't think of the word prosthetic, but that's what I was meaning to say. I'd like to read you this article now.
Okay.
Theo James, the actor, was
Smoking hot.
He was on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. He goes, the truth of it was you go into these scenes and you have a conversation with the director and the producers, and they go, okay, for this, we're going to use a prosthetic, said James. And you say, okay, that sounds good. I said, honestly, I just want it not to be distracting. That's what he said to Jimmy Fallon. He needs to be a regular Joe because the scenes, it's not about the pee-pee. It's about power play and sex. It's about whether he did it deliberately or whether it was an accident and what that means and all that kind of stuff. And she says, the producer, I got you, regular Joe. And then they show up on set with the prosthetic. We get to the set and she's got like a hammer or something. I mean, it's bigger than that. It's like she stole it off a donkey in the field. The thing is ginormous. And me and the director, Mike White, are sitting there going, that's average, is it? I mean, he's definitely
What is average?
Well, I believe I'm
above average?
Yes.
But what is
you
average?
tell me.
Dude, there's a whole variety.
Exactly.
There's a whole wide range.
I believe I believe the average is like between 5 and 6.
Between 5 and 6 is
I
average.
believe, yeah.
Now, if you were below average, if you were at a 2, if you were like this, would you get a penile implant?
If that was an option, yes.
I think there is.
I would.
I feel so sorry for those guys that have.
Fortunately, it's not an issue.
Well, no, I know, but
if it were, I
I've
wouldn't
seen
be
it
here
for
right
myself. It ain't pretty. Trust me.
What? Oh, that. Okay, let's move on. Okay, it's the morning show. Can we just keep it semi-clean? I didn't mean to. I should have put that particular story in the afternoon edition, which we have good stuff coming up this afternoon.
Why the afternoon edition? This is perking people right up.
In the news now.
In the news.
Chris Christie's niece. Remember the former governor of New Jersey, Chris Christie?
Yes.
Looks kind of like Humpty Dumpty.
He totally.
His niece got thrown off a plane and said what you're never supposed to say.
What did she say?
Don't you know who I am?
Who is she?
She's Chris Christie's niece.
I don't even know who Chris Christie is.
He was the governor of New Jersey.
I know, but I'm not like.
According to this article, Chris Christie's niece was likely drunk and high when she was kicked off a Spirit Airlines flight, displaying, quote, unusual strength and foaming from the mouth as she fought off cops and shouted, do you know who I am? Her name is Shannon Epstein of New Jersey. Shannon. She allegedly caused a ruckus on a 6 a.m. flight from New Orleans to New Jersey on Thanksgiving Day, was kicked off after she acted aggressively and asked a Latino family sitting nearby if they were, quote, smuggling cocaine.
No.
She refused.
You know what I would have said? Wait, are you looking at her right now? I would have said, dude, you got some summer teeth. Some are here, some are there.
She refused to get off the jetway and shouted at responding officers. I heard... Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. She refused to follow their direction.
Wait, Megan King Edmonds is calling me. Hold on a second. I'm going to answer this.
Okay. And then more on this.
Hey, what's up?
I'm doing my YouTube right now.
Say hi to our viewers.
When you say hi to my
Daily
viewers
Smash.
and have them listen in tomorrow, what time are we going to be doing your iHeartRadio?
I don't know. Well, I'll get back to you on that. I'm just texting with the team and trying to figure out what time they can get a sound guy and stuff.
Okay.
But I was just thinking, we would talk about,
Sex?
Yeah, you could, tell me a crazy story. I'll, ask about, you having sex with Rick, and, what do you guys do to keep it spicy, or, do you have any tips for me?
Funny, we were talking about similar things just now.
I was just talking about that guy from White Lotus's dingling just now.
Hey, we are recording right now.
Yeah.
Real quick, we do have a pretty tight schedule tomorrow. So if it's before 11, that's great. But after 11 is going to be tough, unless it's later in the day.
We'll 100% be before 11.
Okay, great.
Okay, great.
Call her back when we're done.
Okay, I'll call you back when we're done. But wait, but will it be on that day or will it be on the next day?
It'll be on later.
Oh.
Not that day. Maybe the next week.
Oh, the next week.
Okay.
Okay.
Might be. I don't know. It depends on. Sometimes they want to go same week, but usually I would say next. It's usually the next following week.
Okay, I'll promote it for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, bye, Megan King.
Bye, Megan King.
Okay, bye. Bye. Call me later. Bye.
Bye.
So Chris Christie's niece screamed at the cops, "Are you serious? Do you know who I am? I'm related to some very powerful people, and I need to get back on that plane to New Jersey." She later screamed, "Do you know who I am? I am Chris Christie's daughter, and you're so effed, you will lose your job over this, S. I know Donald Trump. She's not his daughter. She's his niece, first of all. At one point, she broke free as officers tried to handcuff her. She sounded like she was like on some hardcore
meth,
something strong, allegedly.
Allegedly.
She was belligerent and displayed unusual strength during the struggle.
Oh, wow.
And was foaming at the mouth.
Ooh. Was she like, did she need one of those things like on Pulp Fiction where she's just like right here and even in the chest?
Don't forget to come see us in Garden Grove on Thursday, 5 p.m., BLAZIN SHABU, BLAZIN
Yeah.
Coming up this afternoon, does the Trump family like Kimberly Guilfoyle or not? Plus, you already talked about the results of your MRI. I was going to tease that.
Yeah, it's a swollen MRI. I'm freaked out now. Does
But
that
we
mean
have-
it's cancerous or what is that?
Well,
can you guys tell me what a full? It
please
looks
no,
full.
please no.
Like what
Let's-
a full on the MRI. Who knew? You go in there for a back problem, and then they come back and say your thyroid is full.
Well, that's how it happens. That's how it happens. You go in for one thing and they find something else. That's why it's important to go
This
to the doctor.
is baloney.
Also coming up on the afternoon show, a GMA anchor update, and we're popular in Afghanistan.
We are?
Yes.
Shut up.
I swear I'm going to read you those stats coming up.
No.
Stay tuned for that. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.